Kids these days. Am I doing enough? Am I doing too much? This is KTAR's Eyes on Parenting. I'm Corbin Carson. Today I'm joined by Dr. Sky. Tell these people what you do.
Well, Dr. Sky educates people on the wonders of the sky, particularly here in Arizona, from astronomy, space, aviation, and weather.
So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today is I'm interested in where to send my kid. Should they be the next basketball player? Should they be the next doctor? One of the things I want to know is why is space such a good, new, exciting industry to get kids interested in?
Because, not to use the overly used expression, it is the final frontier. And whether we're Star Trek fans or whether we're out there reading novels of Arthur C. Clarke, it truly is the final frontier. And if we look around the world, it seems that America may lag, according to some statistics, in their ability to focus on these subjects for children education. Whether they're in China, whether they're in South Korea, we know that a lot of those students over there are exceptional at science and math, which go hand in hand. But it's important, I think, to appeal to parents just to say this way: work with your child, as you know. Their curiosity, who would not wonder and love what they see in the nighttime sky, and especially the rich sky that we have here in Arizona.
Well, let's talk brass tacks. So
Sure.
If you're interesting your kid into the space program, what's going on in the world right now that means like a job that could be a potential job for a kid later?
Well, I think two of the best entrepreneurs that I can think of, Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin, which of course launches rockets successfully, the billionaire there, with his Amazon company pumping so much fresh funding into this project, and also Elon Musk of SpaceX. And not to attack NASA at all. I mean, I think they had a more focused mission when we went to the moon, the space shuttle. But I think what's happening right now, in my opinion, is with these privatized companies, there are so many fascinating things that people are seeing. Just look in the short time of maybe 10 or 15 years. We're now launching private-funded spacecraft up to the International Space Station. And even more prolific is the idea that's on paper, and I know he will do it, and we salute Elon Musk, the actual manned mission to Mars. So the parents watching, imagine your child, here's another good reason to be involved and invest in their future. Imagine being part of the first manned or second manned mission to the planet Mars. That to me is incredible. And some say that may happen as early as maybe 2025, between 2025 and 2030. I'm so excited, I'd want to join right now myself if I was young.
So give parents a couple of tips. How could you get your kids more ready? I assume more science.
I think it's interesting to spend a lot of time with them, and if they're interested in science, there's so many great books that you can help a child with. But I think the actual experience, I mean, if they go down to the Kennedy Space Center, let's say, and take them on that journey, when you see the great long legacy and history of our American space program, and also locally, if they're involved in astronomy clubs, let's say, this is something good for children in school, or whether they're going on to, let's say, college. This, I think, is the primer. This is a 101 of science. Good reading, good books for summer. And I do so many programs in the libraries to do that very subject. Help children with books during summer reading program. And parents out there, they understand. So focus on the science.
And you can even make it easy by some good movies we were talking.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at some of the movies that are out there in science today, we just had, of course, this beautiful movie just this past year or so about, The Martian. We see a manned mission to the planet Mars. We see a little bit of Hollywood in there, of course, but how would one person survive by themselves in the loneliness of that unusual atmosphere that's mostly carbon dioxide? You can't simply breathe it. Here's a man who comes up with creative ways to stay alive. But the fascination of science and science fiction, I just love it. And that's a good time during the summer to take children to see these exciting movies. So many more space movies are coming down the pike in the next year. It's a great time to be here, great time to be alive, a great time to be in Arizona, and a great time to be with your children to help them learn about science.
Awesome. There you have it. This has been KTAR's Eyes on Parenting. I'm Corbin Carson, father of 4, 1 in college, 1 in high school, 1 in kindergarten, and 1 in diapers. Chances are I'm facing a question you're facing. If so, hit me up on Twitter. Maybe we'll use your topic on our next show. I'd like to thank Dr. Sky for joining us. We'll see you next time, folks.